Hey, what's up guys? Hopefully this video will have sound on it because I figured out the issue behind my mic not working the other day, and we're just going to continue without speaking too much about it. And I always forget that I can't use my mouse on this game. But another thing I was trying to say during that game is that this is actually the first game, the first time that I tried recording, which as you can see is obviously a little bit further than the video, and not much happens. I just actually it was mostly because I was talking and just being a smartass to all the characters, but like I'm not really any further in this game than what's on YouTube. And see, like obviously I'm just like inside the house. I didn't actually start. I didn't search any of the rooms yet. But I was basically just like saying little things like, oh, this, if you check all of these things, then you know there's an achievement for this. And if you check this, you know, this is how you get around that damn cat type of things. And I kind of can't remember these doors do. Okay, one more door to the, how are you seeing this? From like way down there, you're facing the front door. Okay. I'm gonna turn this down just a little bit. Okay, not too bad compared to the wicked mess I saw in Silver Creek Falls. Yeah, this should be a cleaner job, but it's gonna be tedious. We need to look through his stuff and see what we can find out about this guy. I can't remember every place that I looked. Oh, look at that. What is it? It's a small unframed print signed F. Holloway. I don't know the artist. Nor do I. It's a nice painting, simple but nice. Here, I'll take a photo of it. That has significance. It's too early in the morning for me to remember what it is. And the first time I played this game was November, maybe. It booked some payment. I'm gonna check the map, but I don't think that's anything. Okay. I can't remember what to check, so that's why. Okay, interesting. Not many people keep fire extinguishers in their own rooms. I wonder what this guy did here. Oh, look what's hanging up the security ring of the fire extinguisher. Oh, a key. Talk about hiding something in plain sight. Okay. He kept a bed in his office. From what I could gather, speaking to Leia, they had been drifting apart. That's why she hadn't bothered telling the police he was missing. Going on long business trips on short notice was pretty normal for him. Check out the gun. That's a fine piece. Have you checked the barrel? Yeah, he's used it before. Clearly not your average businessman. Oh, look at this. It's a ring. It has a small insignia in the middle. Can you describe it? Yeah, it's two snakes on a halberd. Uh-oh. What is it? That's the insignia of the Spinola family. Spinola family? Big and important mafia family. They're running operations all over the East Coast and Midwest area. So you think he's working for the Spinola family? Most likely. One doesn't come across those rings casually. Either that or he killed someone from the Spinola clan. If he did, he sure as hell wouldn't keep the ring as a memento for them to find. Yikes. I got a guy who can tell me something about this in Trenton. We can go after it. We're done here. Spinola at the inventory. Okay, that part coming up, that was literally like the most frustrating thing that I've seen. I think I spent like 30 minutes, maybe because I like got up and walked away because I was just aggravated. But also, what I wanted to mention is if I mispronounce any names, just leave a comment, say how to pronounce it correctly. Anyway, first aid kit. Wow, he has a lot of iodine, sewing kits, and gauzes. Gauzes? That doesn't sound right. Looks like he had to close a few gunshot wounds. Looks like Mr. Friedman has some interesting nighttime activities. Can I walk this way? No, I cannot. Oh. The computer seems pretty devoid of files. I guess this guy just used it for emails. Sometimes you get lucky and find everything you need in one computer. I guess this is one of those cases. He's careful with his files, as he should. Okay, that's sudden into a sentence. Like, I thought he was gonna follow it up, like, as he should be. Like, no, he just ended. I'm not sure if I'm gonna tell you. I don't know if I'm gonna tell you when, like, it's done. What's inside? I guess what I clicked the space bar. But packing peanuts. A lot of them. Interesting. Okay. Any of the other boxes? I can't. Unmarked boxes. Shall we open them up? Go for it. It's a case of 2008 peso Vobels Merlot. A few bottles are missing though. I think this is the same brand that we saw at the car crash site. Yes, I think so too. And for anyone who didn't see my playthrough of the first part, you can go back to my channel, do my channel, and find it. But I did live stream it, so it's a pretty long video. This guy really likes buying in bulk. I think I checked that box like 4 times before that. It's just like, it's enough. New clothes, they look used. All men's wear in the same size must all be Connor's. This is his own home. Why does he keep his clothes in a box? Maybe he travels a lot? Office equipment, all new and still in his boxes and wrappers. Wow, there's a lot of it. It makes sense that someone who works in finance would need office equipment. But this much? This could supply an office of like 6 to 7 people. I guess this guy just buys stuff in bulk. You got some original insights on it. Oh, we had a key. Yeah. I was just about to say, I think we got everything important from me. Okay, there we go. The key worked. There's a letter inside. Go on, read it. Okay, Friedman Bolt Pharmaceutical. I'm pretty sure that's an important name too, but I can't tell if it's because that or because I've played this before. Oh wait, what did? Okay, hold on. Dear Mr. Friedman, it was a pleasure meeting you and discussing business. Please bring this card to collect your sample pack. Oh, I remember what this is. Oh, I hate this. When I get to that part, I'm literally just going to check every last one because I don't remember. I'm just going to check every last one. It's going to take a ton of time. I apologize for it right now. I was sitting here like pressing the AW key and stuff. I do not even use the arrow key most of the time. It's weird. Leia, do you know anything about this ring? Never seen it before, honey. Looks like a man's ring. Did it belong to my husband? And I just realized I did not set my timer for this. Give me a minute, guys. Alright, yeah, we aren't sure yet. It might lead to something. Let's go back upstairs. But I thought I got everything. Okay, we checked the book. We checked the shelves, the 2 lockers, the computer, the gun, the desk? No? The plant? I don't freaking know. Wait, one of the notes, right? A receipt from the Naughty Vixen Entertainment. No prizes for guessing what type of business they're in. How much is the receipt for? $1,000. Jeez, for one night? Receipt added to inventory. I think that's it. I think we have some questions for later. Yep. Hi Leia, we have some questions for you. Sure, ask away, sweetie. What was your husband's profession? He's a hedge fund manager. Do you know of or have you met any of his clients? I'm afraid not. Connor never talked about his work, and his home office is soundproof. That's not suspicious. Actually, when I came to live with him, he said the one rule in the house was I was never to enter that room under any circumstances. If something has happened to him, the answer would be in that room. Interesting. Have you ever been to the city office? Do you know where it is? Nope. I don't think it was in Philly though. Why not? If I ever called him because of an emergency, he'd always be at least an hour away. Interesting. You never thought all of this was a bit suspicious? Initially, I thought it was just because he hated his job. If I'm perfectly honest, I'm just guessing he's a hedge fund manager. I really don't know. What makes you think he's a hedge fund manager? Well, I overheard him once talking over the phone. He was saying, it's a temporary slump in the market. Don't worry, your shares will rise again. It was the only time I had ever heard him say anything work-related. So you told me the other day that it was normal for Connor to disappear for a week. Yes. Has he ever told you where he's going? Nope. Was this the status quo since the beginning of your relationship? Not at all. When we started dating, it was almost like he was a magician. He worked for a few hours a day and made a lot of money. He was always free to take me to nice places, and while he said he couldn't always travel, he was there for anything I needed. Even a year into our marriage, he was generally not that busy. Then when the financial crisis hit, it was like a switch was turned and he became another person. He would have to go on long business trips all the time and was never home. Did he change as a person? Yes. He became very distant, didn't talk much, and was cold all the time. We haven't even slept in the same bedroom for a year. I'm sorry to hear that. Was he ever abusive? Never laid a finger on me. He was just missing all the time and uncommunicative. Did he change physically in any way? Yes, he lost a lot of weight and became a lot paler. I tried insisting he see a doctor, but he never listened. I know this is a personal question, but how are your finances? They're fine. I mean, it's not like before when we could buy any luxury we wanted whenever we wanted, but it's not like we're in debt or anything. We did have to fire our maid though, which is why some parts of the house are so dusty. It's hard to keep such a large mansion clean. One last question. Did he ever mention anything about Bolt Pharmaceutical? No. We normally buy the local pharmacy in-house brand. It's all the same, isn't it? Thank you, Leia. We'll do our best to find your husband. Please do. As much as we have begun drifting apart, he's still my husband and I still love him very much. We'll do our best later. And that's when we tiptoe the fuck out. Awkward. I'm expecting it to stop me there. Okay, so what do you think? I have a pretty good idea, but I still want to talk to my contact in Trenton to confirm it. You didn't want to mention the naughty vixen. Didn't want to stain the man's name without knowing everything. Besides, I have a feeling he didn't foot that bill for himself. Yeah, probably not. South Ward, Trenton, New Jersey. Oh, this part. And just in case you know, I may just post a link in every video. I don't know yet. But if you're in my review, like I mentioned that some stages are very dark, and I did not play this particular, like it was very dark. I did not see this. This neighborhood is very seedy. Who are we meeting again? One of my contacts is the Lucio family. Lucio family. I don't think I've ever heard of them. I don't think I've heard of them. Unless you were born in the 1960s, you wouldn't have had. I think it could have stayed. It could have stopped at half. Like, I think it would still be correct, but whatever. They were one of the big mafia families of New Jersey back in the day. But thanks to a bit of infighting and very poorly planned wars with other families, the clan was all but completely annihilated. After the war, they had to swear fealty to the Spinola family to stop them being completely destroyed. Today, they survive running a small chain of illegal gambling saloons in the tri-state area. So this guy's a mole. Not exactly. The Lucio family sells the FBI information. In exchange, we turn a blind eye on their ring of gambling saloons. I know the Lucio family well. Heck, I even get invited to their weddings and birthdays. That's so sketchy. Do you go? Of course, why wouldn't I? They always have awesome food. You're an interesting one. Find the mafia informant. Okay, here's what I did the first time for like just 20 minutes, just walking this way. There you go. Oh yeah, because I did that. That was so hard to see with like light not directly on behind me. I just kind of walked back and forth down the street, and for some reason it did not like it didn't occur to me that by getting that conversation that I should have just kept going, but I didn't. I couldn't see who my character was because they were kind of doing that, and it was very difficult. It was very frustrating, and it slowed down the pace a lot. Because I mean, as you see, it's not like this game has had. It's not very like breakneck speed for a horror game. Even though like, I wouldn't even really call this horror. I would really call this like mystery suspense, or like, which I guess is still horror. But like when you say horror game nowadays, people almost just singing. That's what you want. Not really. General location. Not really. He just gives a general location, moves around until we meet. He does this in case he gets tailed. Makes sense, I guess. I think I talked to this guy first. I don't remember what he said. I'm not going to waste too much time on that. Do I go over here? See, I also did not notice the walkway because it was so thin. So I thought it was like a fake wall. I believe there's something for checking trash cans. I don't remember. But I talked to this guy. He was so freaking rude. I was like, okay, you know what? I can hit you right now, but apparently I'm a buy the books cop. Can we go now? Looking here is so pointless. Okay, so maybe that's later. Maybe that's when you get back to Silver Creek Falls. I don't know. I didn't talk to him because after that first guy was so rude. I just didn't want to. Nope. It was See, it's so hard to figure out like what's a false way and not. I think this is the guy. Yeah. Okay. Hey Marco, how you doing? Special Agent Valdez. What brings you to our humble neck of the woods? Just the usual. See some old friends, maybe pick up some salami and cheese at Tornatore's. Who knows, might drive by for dinner at Giuseppe's? Tornatore Day. You sleazy dog, you're there to see old... You know what? We're gonna call him G. You sleazy dog, you're there to see old G's daughter, aren't you? What are you talking about? Hi, Sam? You know what? Okay. She's just a kid. Come on, don't act all innocent. Everyone knows she's been legal for at least 3 years now. Good Lord. That is... Okay. She's still in high school. That's nasty. You gotta ask, man. This boy with you. FBI too? She on the level? Yeah, she's on the level. Sarah, this is Marco. Marco, this is Sarah. Hey, how you doing? Hi. I see. Just the way I like them. What do you say? I love Sarah. Oh my god. It's easy if it's Joe. Remember, we're on their territory. Make it quick. Hey Marco, check this out. This ring look familiar to you? Oh yeah, I know this ring. What can you tell us about it? Is the ring worn by the Spinola family member, right? Not quite. 2 snakes around the halberd. Yeah, that's made by Spinola, but it ain't for them. When I saw Matteo Spinola in Vegas, he had a ring like this. Similar, yes, but not the same. See the crest? One of the snakes has a red eye and the other has a green eye. That means this person works for the Spinola family. The person who we found this on was a hedge fund manager. Maybe the Spinola family was one of their customers. Only customer. The Spinola family don't like to share. If this guy had this ring, that means he worked directly for the Spinola family but wasn't a member of the family. The Spinola family demand absolute loyalty. They never hire outsiders. For example, a lawyer that works for the Spinola family exclusively works for the Spinola and doesn't take any of the clients. Same goes for their barbers, dentists, accountants, etc. I get it. Makes keeping information secret a lot easier. Exactly. Okay, so Matteo's ring was different. Okay. So if you are a member of the family, extended family included, then you wear a ring with 2 diamonds for the eyes of the 2 snakes. If you're a member of one of the satellite families like mine, then you wear a ring with the eyes of purple. Seems like a pretty complicated way of doing things. The Spinolas have grown so strong and powerful that they got tons of families and professionals working for them. This is so we can identify each other in the real world, and is also used as a means for the Spinolas to bully the smaller families. I get it. Do you know anything about a guy called Connor Friedman? The name doesn't ring a bell. Is he the owner of this ring? Yep. I think he may have been this hedge fund manager. Hedge fund manager? Oh yeah, I think I know who you're talking about. Really? Do you know where we can find him? Sorry to tell you this, but he's probably sleeping with the fishes. What? Let me explain. During the financial crisis, a lot of investment banks and their hedge fund managers turned to the mafia to cover their losses. I think this Connor Friedman guy was one of them. Anyway, so I noticed Spinolas hired a bunch of them looking to emerging markets. It was a pretty fair deal if you ask me. All they asked for is that they swear loyalty and work for them for the rest of their lives. In exchange, they got a bunch of these guys out of debt. The Spinolas made an absolute killing on this little operation. Now, I heard one of these hedge fund managers got greedy and was dissatisfied with the yearly wage the Spinolas gave him. So this bozo started skimming profits from the top and pocketing them himself. He got away with this for a whole year. Then one day, the Spinola accountant starts looking at the books, and it's as clear as day this guy is stealing money. I heard he stole a car and tried to drive south to Mexico. I don't know exactly what happened. From what I could tell, he was taken care of. You sure it's this guy? Not really. Just repeating what I heard around. Might be some other guy. I could ask around, but it might gather some unwanted attention. I get you. That's fine. We can leave it at that for now. One last question. Anything for you, sweet cheeks? Hey. Do you know anything about both pharmaceutical? The guys that make the aspirins? In relation to the Spinolas or the Lucios? Nothing really. Aren't they a foreign company? Do you know if the Spinolas were doing any special business with them or anything? Or what relation Colonel Friedman would have to them? That's kind of specific, and to be honest, way above my pay grade. Only the Don, some of the capos and consigliere would know those types of details. Okay then, Marco. Thanks for all your help. Say hi to your mother for me, okay? Can we leave? Okay. That's garbage can. But that's not where it came from either. This is a trash can. It's a trash can. I'm kind of no goes on anything. I was kind of tempted to just start clicking on stuff just in case, but I don't really remember anything. You know, some of this is just like isn't really anything. That smells so bad. This red is so good. Okay. Except for like little things like that. Like sometimes when you're done with a conversation like that, especially a really long one, with that is literally just explanation and like via dialogue and not just slowly given to you. They could just like put you in, they could just, you know, put you here instead of making you walk all the way back down. Oh. What? This looks really similar to our hotel in Philadelphia. Welcome to the Beaumont in Trenton. Beaumont is part of the same chain. Yes, they have an excellent reward program, you know. If we were going to stay into this similar hotel, why didn't we just stay in the Beaumont in Philadelphia? Philadelphia and Trenton are just an hour away from each other. At least I could have unpacked and left my luggage there. You have a point there. On that subject, this Beaumont chain sure has some nerve with the naming of their hotels. We're 20 miles away from Trenton. They're affordable and nice. I happen to like them. I don't mind the drive. They treat me very well, you know. Of course they do. You're their best customer. You're probably the only one signed up for their loyalty program. If you must know, there's a very special reason we're doing this. I'll tell you inside. She just gives him crap, but this for the whole game. Oh, I said that enter room noise always makes you think about like some shit's about to go down, and it's just I'm entering a room. Okay, what's your special reason? Firstly, this case seems quite dangerous, so you shouldn't sleep in the same place twice in a row. True. Fair enough. Secondly, this chain belongs to the Spinola family. This dude. What? A lot of the big capos stay in this chain. You have to be an idiot to try anything funny here. I have to say, you're one of the weirdest cops I've ever met, but I gotta admit you have a point. It's not my first rodeo. Hey, about today. Do you think we should tell Leah Friedman that her husband is probably dead? Nah, I'd rather confirm it before having to send that message. Besides, I'll probably let an officer from Philly deliver the news. I hate telling people that sort of thing. Otherwise, I'd have gone to med school, right? Med school, right? Yeah, that's sensitive. I guess so. I gotta talk to him, right? Okay, Mr. Valdez, welcome back. Hi, Ricardo. Thank you. 2 single rooms, please. Oh, and here's my loyalty card. I like how at this point he isn't even pretending to like not know the clerk. He's like calling. He's like on first name basis now. So like, it's okay. We already have you on record. Why am I not surprised? Oh, you also have a package from Mr. DeLuca. Oh, could it be? Yes. Oh, I need to call him tonight to thank him. What did you get? I knew it was food. Culatello from the Emilia-Romagna region in Italy. It's this exquisite and very rare ham. I'm so excited. I'll tell Mr. DeLuca how pleased you were. I understand though. I understand. Also, here are your room keys. Stefano from our Philadelphia hotel called to tell me you were coming. Same rooms as before. 903 for you, Mr. Valdez, and 803 for you, Miss Fitzgerald. Thank you, Ricardo. Sarah, I'm going to go to the bakery to pick up some bread for this ham. There's some really awesome bakeries here. Want to come with? There might be some ham in it for you. I'm okay, thanks. It looks a bit rich for my taste. Well, if you're interested, the bakery is just across the car park. I'm not gonna lie, he'd be like, there's some ham in it for you, and I would be like, well, I guess it's ham. I don't even like really eat ham often, so I mean, I'd be like, well, you know, I haven't had it since last year, so why not? What is this? Is this? Okay. And once again, we are going in the first one. This door is open. Should I walk in? Why? If y'all doing some illegal shit, would y'all just leave the door open? There's nothing here. Oh wait, yes there is. No, another letter. Relay? Yeah. Okay. Dear Mr. Liu, I have received your most generous gift and am very grateful to you. I trust you picked this up in your last business trip in Moscow. I just received your new plan, and I must say this plan is so clever. Not only will it give the clown a run for his money, but may even displace the Italians and the Koreans operating in the area. You must act quickly if we are to make this a success. I trust your people already. Mine are. Kind regards, Diego de la Santa Cruz Ortega. Looks like this alliance is taking on more than the clown. He sounds really powerful. And I believe that is it for this one. And I have a TV, yeah. And I can't remember, is this one locked? Yeah. So check first room, second room's locked. Yeah, this. All the rooms look the same. Go over here. Even though the Pats are playing tonight, let's watch. And then she's 2 seconds later, right? So, and I think I will end. I think I will end this part here and pick up tomorrow part 3. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed this part. Also the first part that I uploaded yesterday. And if you want to try this game, it is $4.99 on Steam. So the first chapter is free. So if you want to try it, if you like it for yourself, you want to check it out. It's the first part's like an hour. Completely worth your time. Okay, that being said, I'll see you guys tomorrow.